So this is the famous risk card itself. Trying to have all the important information on one page. It's really nice for me to work with, but it's also really nice for especially the receiver, here the management team, the audit risk management committee, and the board of directors. So what they see is, first of all, so within this area, they focus on what area is it, and is it a big risk or a small risk? Before we look at how is the impact and probability, we look at what is the specific scenario that we want to measure this risk on. So it could be a different scenario for breakdown in baggage. If we talk about security incidents, it could also be a long list of different scenarios. So we always describe that scenario which is worst credible. So there's a lot of worst case, but is it possible to happen? And then when we've defined that, so this is no people will die, you see, from a baggage breakdown. This is not a serious risk. That's why I've chosen this as an example. But I won't disclose anything. But it's something which has a kind of a high probability, 4 on a scale from 1 to 6. So it's quite possible, probable that we will have a baggage breakdown. But it doesn't have that high an impact. It will mostly harm our image, especially if it's something that happens often. Oh, then again, have to wait for the baggage. Oh, then again. But actually now we're doing very well. It was more a serious problem a few years back.
Kristine, there's a question.
Yes?
As you're picking the numbers that you're using for the ratings, and I know you have scales,
yes.
How much time do you spend on trying to get that number just right? Or is it kind of as a team, it's probably a 3, let's go with that, and keep moving?
Yeah, good question. I don't do the assessment myself.
Yep.
I do it, and I team up with the risk owner, and we discuss. So are you sure what? Because sometimes you could argue that, for instance, if you have an aircraft accident in air, that's really, really serious if you have that. But the probability of that happening is not that high. Then you could say you have maybe a higher probability of a less serious accident. Which one should you then put up there? So we often discuss if the probability is right. And then I always say, focus on the scenario. Focus exactly on that specific scenario we have written there. What is the probability of that? And what is then, if it happens, the impact? And we rate both the financial, the customers, the image, and the impact on health and safety. And with the new system, because the funny thing is, I know you have smart. Today, I only have this. Or up till today, I only had this PowerPoint managing me, myself, and I, and making all updates here, not having the history or the development only by then I have to go look back. What did I do last quarter and so on. So, but now we're implementing a new system, IT system, to support the whole process and to support the reporting of the risks. And it will show the number of the impact for. I could show it here, but then you would just get confused with all those numbers. But in the new system, it's like, I have to come back and show you someday. So that's really, really good.